Pythagorean theorem spiral notes. First step, title the page Pythagorean theorem and write the formula a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Then cut out this section of the worksheet that you were provided and glue it to the page as you see here, leaving space on both sides. Center the notes and leave room at the bottom so that you can glue a second item from the worksheet down here. Go ahead and do that now. Now that you've glued the notes to the first page in your spiral, the copier didn't pick up one of the legs of the right triangle. So using a straight edge, you can use a piece of paper out of your class folder. I want you to draw this line, and let's label the sides of this right triangle A, B, and C as you see here. Also, draw in the right angle measure and put a note next to it with an arrow saying a right angle is 90 degrees as you see here. Turn to the next page in your Math Interactive Spiral and title this page Model Pythagorean Theorem. Cut out this part from the notes worksheet you were provided and glue it to this page as you see here. And make a note at the bottom that the area of A plus area of B equals area of C. And label your sides of the right triangle A, B, and C as you see here. Do that now. Turn to the next page in your spiral and title this page Find Length of Missing Side. So given a right triangle, we're going to find the length of a missing side using the Pythagorean theorem. Cut out this picture from your worksheet that has 9 as a leg measurement, 15 as the hypotenuse measurement, and the unknown length is B. Glue that to this page. Leave space in between the notes that you glue. Using the hole, go ahead and glue the second part to the same page that has the right triangle of 5, 12, and we're missing the length of the hypotenuse, which is our C in our formula. Go ahead and glue that now. Turn to the next page, title it, Is It a Right Triangle? Notice that there's no right angle in this picture. So cut out the picture, glue it to this page. Underneath it, write the Pythagorean theorem formula, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And we're going to use these measurements to determine if this is a right triangle. We can't assume that it is or it isn't. We need to plug these numbers into the Pythagorean theorem. Go ahead and glue now. Turn to the next page and title it Find the Diagonal of a Square or Rectangle. Glue this part of your notes into your spiral as you see here. And notice that a rectangle or a square has 4 90-degree angles, and the diagonal of that shape is also considered the hypotenuse, or otherwise known as the C measurement in the Pythagorean theorem. Then underneath it, go ahead and write the Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Although that's a formula that you don't need to memorize because it's in your math chart, I would suggest that you try to memorize it and definitely know how to apply it in different situations. Go ahead and glue these notes now. And the last page, there's nothing to glue, but I do want you to title it Pythagorean Theorem Word Problems, Real Life Problems. On the STAR test, they typically ask you a Pythagorean Theorem question in word problem format, which requires you to draw a picture and solve for a missing measurement using the picture that you have drawn, given the scenario that they've given to you on the STAR test. And that completes your interactive notes for today.